Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my live stream as well as you who will watch this video sometimes in the future. Today we have just one short live stream that we will make. First, what we want to do is let us join back to the town star just to finish our daily quest. Okay, I need to log in. We can do it like this. Just a second. Just let me log in. I will log in on the other. Okay, so we will talk today a little bit about Townstar node that Gala Games posted today. So just to join, no. Okay, so let us move it right there. Oops, that was not what I wanted. Let us join first Townstar. Just to do the daily task, we will finish it easy. We just need to sell 10 energy and we will already be good. This is due to new meta, or I call energy meta, that Gala Games introduced to us. Let us just sell. I don't even need more energy, so I will stop the production. Well, who knows? Maybe the meta will stay till the end of the month. So I will gather a little bit more energy, but it's cool. Okay, so you can see that we just easily made that. Let us just double check our NFTs, 4 from 4, and we can collect the rewards. Rewards have been collected. So basically we don't have anything to do in our town. We are trying to find that good optimization just to produce more uniforms, just to get more money. And actually we are good to go with this setup. This is not the best setup that we have, and uniforms are our last product, so we are pushing, I think, maybe 10 uniforms an hour or so, so it's good. It's good enough. 10, 20 maybe in best way. But I removed one fabric plant and I put one lumber mill, and probably we will also remove this one just to have one lumber yard in this area. It's really easy right now for us. We have almost $2 million in the game, so one is producing uniforms, one cotton, wool. Okay, we have 2 wool yarn. So right now I can switch from wool. Yeah, 1 wool is not so bad, to cotton. So we will make it like this. This one is pushing cotton. And we will just leave it like this, just to stack on the resources. One thing that I need to have in my eyes is energy, as well as crude oil, and the production of power plant. Actually, the change that they did, that they increase from 2 crude oil to 5 crude oil, as well as the production time to 90 seconds. It's good for me in this. It creates good balance. So let us now move to the Townstar nodes frequently asked questions. Gala Games posted this today, and because people had so many questions regarding Townstar node, and Gala Games already announced that they will put it on Wednesday out. So this is the summary of this article. I will post it right now in the chat. You can read it by yourself if you want. It's on Gala Games Medium page. And let us just remove. They said this multiple times, because I said to you yesterday, many people, and mostly the people who owns Gala Games node, or called Founders node, were a little bit unsecure then what is then the purpose of having a Gala Games node if that node will not run any games, if every game will have its own node. So what is the purpose of it? And Gala Games made it even here with this bold text. Townstar notes is that they in no way reduce the importance of or hinder rewards from Founders node. So let us go now into these questions. When will Townstar node licenses be sold? In order to better reward those who continually support our ecosystem, we will be making an announcement in Gala Gold and Node Owners channel in our Discord 24 hours before the Townstar node licenses go on sale. All other channels will receive an announcement at the time of sale. Even just by putting this information in Gala Gold or Node Owners channel, it will create a lot competition, if I can say it like that. A lot of people will want to buy these nodes. In what currency will Townstar nodes be sold? And we know in the article that I read on Monday, they were speaking about currencies, and they said every currency accepted by Gala Games, or you can buy the nodes with every currency that Gala Games support. And here they are now giving the explanation. Townstar nodes will first be available in Gala. Then it will open to Ethereum, BAT and coin payments. Townstar nodes will eventually be available in Town, but due to low liquidity in Town and the fact there is only one source of data on CoinGecko, and with the fact that it is quite volatile, we feel it's best to hold off sales in Town until things have stabilized and the token is more spread out. So basically what Gala Games is here saying that we also know what will be the time spread between all of these. We don't know that. Will it be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 day, 2 days? What will be the time? This is just Gala Games writing. Either you love it or you hate it. Because it leaves so much speculation in between in this one sentence. Yeah, no one can tell you. But if you want to get that Townstar node, probably the best way to go is Gala. This also showed, I mean, even before this announcement, people were starting to buy Gala, and Gala Games price exploded to 25 cents. Right now it's a little bit lower. We can check that. Let's go to Gala. Okay, right now it's 22 cents, and we can see that this peak 25 cents, and we can see that it's now probably going now down and probably it will come up eventually before the Townstar node sale, probably. But this is just speculation. I'm no financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. So how many Townstar node licenses will go on sale to start? 400 Townstar node licenses will be available for purchase on day 1. Okay, 400. This seems like a solid number of nodes, and let's say I don't know how they will spread it, if they will because I'm now thinking 400 nodes, 100 Gala, 100 Ethereum, 100 BAT, 100 coin payments. I mean, it will give you then more and more options. This is just my speculation. How many Townstar node licenses will exist? The number of Townstar nodes will not exceed 10% of the highest number of daily active earners, those participating in play to earn. This is intentionally designed so that the Townstar node network will grow in proportion to the growth of the game. I don't have nothing against this. I think it's good, it's wise, it makes it like green to not overspend energy and resources unnecessary. Why 10% of daily active earners? This is to ensure that there are never more Townstar nodes licenses than are needed to support the game. Exactly what I said. Do you need your own... Yo Lexan, welcome to the channel. Do you need your own computer to do the nodes? Probably. People will run it on VPS like they do it now with Gala Games Founders node. As a co-owner of a node, we are running it on physical PC. We are running it on our own, because the true form, in my eyes, the true form of decentralization lies in that every single node owner run its own PC, similar like Bitcoin or Ethereum. You know, you can't go buy a VPS and mine Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's just not possible. And that is the true form of decentralization. This question was brought up to the developers, and they actually said that they find it okay that it's splitted like half-half, that some people run it on their machines, on physical machines, PCs, and some will run it on the VPS. So that just ensures you, it gives more security for them and stability, but in my opinion, it's not true form of decentralization. If you have 10 PCs on one, if you have 10 nodes on one PC, it's, but that's just my 2 cents. How many tokens do you need to the node? We will come to that soon. They said how the pricing will be. When and how will Townstar node licenses be sold? Townstar node licenses will be sold as Townstar Play to Earn grows. New Townstar node licenses will either be released every other week or 50 licenses at a time, depending on the growth of the Townstar Play to Earn game. The combined number of Townstar node licenses will never exceed 10% of the highest number of daily active earners in Townstar. So we can see here one more information that Gala Games gave us, and that is that that they didn't say anything. Yeah, for sure. It can change anytime. They can change it anytime. Every other week by 50 licenses. Every other week or 50 licenses at a time. Okay. So we actually don't know how they will sell it. Will they roll out all 400? Okay, but they say here 400 will be available on day 1, and then every other week or 50 licenses at a time they will release. Now we come to your question, Lex. Just a second, Lexan. And that is, how much will a Townstar node license cost? The pricing model is currently being finalized. In order to better give you an estimate, emphasis on estimate, it is anticipated that Townstar node licenses will cost between 7,500 and 12,500 for the first batch. Each subsequent batch will either be listed at the same price or higher than the prior batch. So, same as I said, Gala Games writing style. Either you love it or you hate it. So they give you this price range, 7.5k and 12.5k for a node. And this, I estimated that it will be a lot. But let us go now to CoinGecko just to see how much then Gala will be required. If we go with the lowest one, 750, oh no, like this, 700, well, it should be Gala. Okay, like this. That is 33, we will round it, 34,000 Gala will be needed for one node. Or in a worst case scenario, what Gala Games gave us, 1215, that will be 56,000 Gala at this price, which is 22 cents. And that is pretty high. I was expecting it to be high, but 750 or 1250, it's just too much in my opinion. I get it that supply and demand dictates what will be the price, but still this is too much. We also need to remember that nodes are not an investment. That is the Gala Game stance. So what is node? Someone should tell me. You are just one crypto enthusiast, gamer who loves this game and company and wants just to provide them a tools to decentralize the network and run the server smoothly. Yeah? And you want to get something in return, which is in my opinion already investment. But cool, we will distinct now from that word. It is not investment. Yeah, don't put your money if you are not ready to lose it. And one motivation, as we said, is that Townstar nodes will give you a possibility to earn Town. What will be the rewards? So here we have it. How will Townstar node operators be rewarded? The current model involves the town allocation for Townstar nodes being based on two variables. First, DIU for the prior day in Townstar and town allocation to founders nodes. This will be sliding scale that is equal to 0.25 times to 1 times the town allocation for founders node. For example, on 14th November 2021, founders nodes were rewarded a total of approximately 47,000 town. If Townstar nodes were in operation on that date, the town distribution among Townstar nodes would be 11.750 and town and 47,000 town. Assuming there were 400 Townstar nodes sold and fulfilled operational requirements, each node would have received between 29 and 117.5 town. If only 100 of the 400 met the operational requirement, then each of those townstar nodes would receive between 117 and 417 town, while the non-operational nodes would receive nothing. Okay, so we need to pull out our CoinGecko again. Let us find town. So this just shows you that why the founders nodes are important, yeah? The current model involves town allocation for townstar nodes being based on two variables. DIU for prior day in townstar. I mean, this is, yeah, DIU, daily awarded users, yeah? Or am I right? I think they didn't pull it. And the second, town allocation to founders nodes. Okay, those two. And let us just see now the numbers. For example, awarded. Okay, if the townstar nodes, okay, 11, assuming they were 400 townstar nodes and it fulfilled operational, so 29. Let us go with the lowest one, 29. 29 town coins would give you 20 bucks. So, which is not bad, I will not lie, 29. It's almost like passive income. And 117. 117 would give you 77 USD. Which is also not bad. Not bad. If we pull out our calculator and we calculate the lowest number, 750 is the price of it, and we go here with 29, which will be, we need to divide that by 19.10. That means that you would need to run it 392 days. Which is approximately 13 months. You would need to run it for 13 months to get your money back. This is not, as I said, you should not consider it an investment, but some people do, and I'm just doing you a favor just by putting the numbers together, yeah. If we go with upper bracket, which is 1250, and here they say 117, that is 77. If we divide that 77, you get 162 days. If we calculate, that's somewhere around between 5 and 6 months. If with this price, but you need also to take this in consideration. Look at just this aggressive movement of town. And if we go in the best case, which would be 117 and 470, 470, that means 300 bucks. I would say that this is very, very hard to happen, because if someone, just put yourself in the shoes of a node owner. If you are a node owner that gives 7,500 bucks for a node to run it, either to support the ecosystem or if you want to earn, there is no way that you don't want to keep that node running. Of course, you can always have some problems if the connection gets lost, if your PC breaks, if the VPS somehow, yeah, it's bugged. Yeah, it can happen. But the probability that someone would say, oh, I don't care about it, I will not turn it on, and that you will get just one fourth of node owners running their nodes, I think this number here will not happen, or really hard that it would happen. And speaking of that, we saw that the lowest number of 29 would give you around 20 bucks. So if you are saying, okay, is it then worth even for me to get that monthly VPS? Yeah. And one thing that you need to take in consideration is the requirements, and we will come now to the requirements. What requirements do you need to have Townstar node running? Gala Games said that one reason why they changed the node structure was because they were not sure that the people would meet the requirements, the minimum requirements to run a node. And now you might ask yourself, and I ask myself, what will then be the requirements? So let us move now to the thread. Okay, we have this. How long will you need to run a Townstar node in order to earn? Townstar nodes will follow the same earning schedule as Founders nodes. Currently 6 hours will be required to earn. Once Founders nodes change to a 24-hour uptime strategy, so will Townstar nodes. Okay. Note, Townstar node rewards do not take away from or reduce Founders node rewards in any way. Will I receive any other tokens besides Town for running my Townstar node? No, there are no plans at this time to distribute any other type of tokenized rewards to Townstar node operators. It is possible that we may release an NFT to those who own and operate their node star licenses from time to time, but this is not expected to be a regular occurrence. Will the rewards decrease as more players join Townstar Play to earn? Not necessarily, because the amount of Town awarded to Townstar node operators track the amount of Town awarded to Founders node operators. The amount of Town awarded to Founders node operators increase, and the number of daily active earners increases, and as more Founders nodes are in operation, in addition to more Townstar nodes cannot be sold until the number of daily active earners increase. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit distracted now. Let us read this one more time. Not necessary, because the amount of Town awarded to Townstar node operators track the amount of Town awarded to Founders node operators. The amount of Town awarded to Founders node operators increases as the number of daily active earners increases, and as more Founders nodes are in operation. In addition, more Townstar nodes cannot be sold until the number of daily active earners increases. Okay, this just summarizes the first thing that we read about, that the ratio will be the maximum 10% of highest number of daily active earners. What makes Townstar nodes different from Founders node? Townstar nodes are specific to Townstar, where Founders nodes support the entire Gala Games ecosystem. Will this proposal directly change anything to Founders node? No, nothing that pertains to Founders nodes is changed directly by this proposal. Founders nodes are the only nodes that are rewarded in Gala, individual game tokens, and game NFTs. Note, Townstar node rewards do not take away from or reduce Founders node rewards in any way. Will the supply of Town be affected? Yes. Similar to Town created to be distributed amongst the Founders nodes, Town will be created to be distributed amongst Townstar nodes. Will Founders node owners receive any Townstar node licenses? 20 of the first 400 Townstar node licenses will be distributed randomly to Founders node owners. So if you have a Founders node, you want to run that stuff, just to be sure. that you have the possibility to win. What is the current roadmap for Townstar nodes? Townstar nodes will be rolled out in two phases, version 1 and version 2. Version 1 is the initial version that will be available at the launch. Version 2 is the first major upgrade to Townstar nodes, which will allow players to begin hosting their own towns and enjoying additional TBD in-game benefits. As the roadmap develops, more versions may be added. The target date for version 2 is Q2 of 2022. What they mean with this is when you play, for example, Townstar right now, you can't minimize your web browser because the game will not run. You need to be present at the game, which force people to develop scripts. That was one of the reasons, because let's say it's one of the reasons. I can say like this, one of the reasons that pushed this. But you want to don't have it always open the browser and that you need to track it. And just by having these nodes, as they said, they will host the server on the nodes, so then you can play Townstar without having the browser open all the time. But probably more information will come out soon, with the time. What will Townstar nodes do when version 1 is released? Version 1 Townstar nodes will host content for Gala Games Decentralized Content Delivery Network, DCND. The DCDN, pins content via the EPFS, Interplanetary File Sharing System, a key component to many Web3 applications. This work helps remove some of the stress on the central Gala Games servers and moves us further on the path to decentralization. What will Townstar nodes do when version 2 is released? The current plan for Townstar nodes version 2 is that they will have the ability to run or host towns. Under this plan, each node will be able to run or host one town. There is a possibility of paid upgrades at the later release that would allow node owners to run towns for other players. Okay, wait. I got this not right. To run or host towns. Under this plan, each node will be able to run or host one town. So if we have 400 nodes, okay, let us see. There's a possibility of paid upgrades at the later releases that would allow node owners to run towns for the players, for other players. Okay, so this is really opening more questions, but let us read a little bit. Since this will be an ever-evolving process, this is subject to change at our discretion without a node vote, including removal altogether. We appreciate the desire for an absolutely clear roadmap, but the development of the node software will give us better insight into what is and what is not possible. When this current plan seems extremely fun and doable, the last thing we want to do is make a promise that will break the game or make the game less enjoyable upon implementation. So if I understood this correctly, the node will be able to run or host one town. So if you don't play, for example, you can host someone's town, and then the node owners can upgrade their nodes to host more towns, and probably the more towns they have, it will affect earnings. I'm not sure this really confused me, to be honest with you. And I will post it in the Gala Games Discord just to see what is meant by this. What could running or hosting a town entail? Running a town on a node could look like this. When your town is running on a node, it will keep running as if you were still running the game on a local device. More details will be provided as we get nearer to the version 2 launch. Okay, so they will give us, they will explain to us what is meant by this. How does hosting content for Gala Games DCDN help reduce centralization and the workload of Gala Games servers? By running a Townstar node, you will be hosting Townstar content for anyone in the world to access. This means instead of there being only a few centralized servers hosting this content operated by Gala Games, there will be 100 or thousands of servers hosting this content. This means the work is shared across all of these servers, and it means that there are multiple copies of the data held by multiple parties, decentralized data. I like this NFT. I think this is salty, but why should there be a game-specific nodes? At Gala Games, we are striving to create an ecosystem that goes beyond 1 or 2 games. It is our hope that the ecosystem grows to support hundreds or thousands of games. If this goal becomes reality, Founders nodes will not be able to carry the workload alone. If we want nodes to do all the things, unless everyone is interested in the requirement of 16 CPU cores, 64 gigabytes of RAM, etc. to run a Founders node, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the price of Founders nodes is right now at 30,500, and there are 41 nodes left at the current price. The next increase will make an 500 plus $500 on top of it. Like, it will move the next price after it. So if someone has money to put 31k for a node license, I'm sure that he will have the money to get such PC. That is just my 2 cents on this stuff. But let us move on. Further, by having a game-specific nodes, we will be able to add functionality to each game that the Founders node alone wouldn't have been able to handle, assuming our dream state of hundreds or thousands or more of games is met. We understand the frustration of introducing game-specific nodes before Founders nodes are tested to their capacity, but by doing so, we are able to stress test while we build out and develop the ecosystem rather than after. I must agree here with Gala Games. It's easier to build something from scratch than try to patch it or just rework it. So I'm here on the same page as Gala Games. By doing it this way, we can scale everything together to the anticipated end state rather than having to work backwards. Exactly. Assuming that version 2 goes as planned. Just a second. Lexen, how do you get tokens? Are they able? NOV is node for whales only. Well, you can go to, just a second, you can go right now. It's only the Uniswap that allows trade. Just a second, I will just post it for you right here, show you. Okay, town, we have it right here. Import USDC. or we go with Tether. Tether is will give you better price. So to get those town coins, for example, you need let's put 1,000. Okay, so one way to get it, or the only way as far as I know, is Uniswap. Yeah, only Uniswap you can get it. And what is the paid Uniswap town for ETH? Yeah, I mean USD. I put USD because it's easier to track. Is it for the whales? Hard to say. It's really hard to say, man. It's really hard to say because I think even the normal people, including myself, can afford it. The question is it worth? Is it worth? Where do you see, Lex? Where do you see Townstar? Do you believe that Townstar can or have future? Yeah, in this state as it is. Or do you even like Townstar? Do you like such games? Yeah, you like it. I'm also that opinion that. Let me just come back to Gala Games. I also believe that Townstar has future, and that many people who likes these farming games will play it, especially when there is that play to earn mechanic, as well as free to play, or that you can receive just cryptocurrency just by playing your favorite game. Townstar challenges you to build town, with constant changing meta and so on and so on. So I think it has a future. Do I believe that it can scale to many million players? I must be here sincere, and I would say that it can't. I think you can buy land too. In Townstar you can't buy land. You can't buy land in Townstar. In Townstar you can buy NFTs that can give you, I have 4 of them. You can buy NFTs that can help you either by earning town, by placing the NFTs on play to earn server, or just to be competitive in yes. And the second thing is in free to play, where you can win the top 400 people, 400 players will receive Gala coin as a reward. So in order to be competitive, I'm 100%, this is just my thoughts, to be competitive, high competitive in Townstar, you need NFTs. Of course, there are people right now who are able to place high without any NFTs, but the more people comes to ecosystem, it will just push it out. I can tell you right now. Let me just jump to the Discord just to see this, because they change it. They change always meta and earnings, and let us go to announcement. What will be now the Townstar weekly current craft? Just a second, just check it. Probably is it pinned? Is it pinned? I will just look it here. Did they put it? Okay, they didn't put it at they didn't. But I have it. But I have one picture. I have the last picture that they posted. So the reward structure of weekly. Okay, this was for the last week. I can put that probably. Let me just drag and drop this stuff just to put this image. Okay, let's go with image 2, downloads. Okay, this is the last one that I have. Yo, Scott. So you can see the player rank, this was this last week. I think this was from the last week. You can see from 200 gala to 5,500 gala. Depending on, and if you go right now to the, let us go back to the coin market cap. Gala just skyrocketed yesterday, and if we put, what is the, let me just make it a little bit smaller, 200 gala, minimum of 200 gala, that is 43 USD. For someone is a lot, for other people it's not worth. For me personally, I don't play a weekly server because for me it's just not worth. You need to spend so much time because you need also to take the time in consideration. How much time do you need to get those not bad, yeah, well, this is weekly. That is something that you get for playing 1 week. 43 at this price. As I said, you need to take in consideration that Gala Games increased 100% yesterday. 100%. And this was regarding also these notes. It pushed everything a little bit price up. So 43 bucks for 7 days. You need to calculate how many hours do you need to get these 40 bucks. That's why that is the second thing what pushed people to create scripts. All top players more or less use scripts to play. If you don't want to sit next to your PC and just sell, yeah, you will use the scripts. I'm also learning how to use the scripts. I haven't gone so far, but as soon as I get it mastered, I will make one video like tutorial to try to explain to people how to make it, because it saves you just time. And for me personally, it's not. So if you stay at 20 cent USD, they will probably reduce the rewards. No. I mean, what do you mean if it stays at 20 cents? The rewards will not be reduced. You get the fixed amount of gala. If you get 200 gala, which is the lowest one that you can get, if you are then between 300 and 400 place, you get 200 gala. And this gala can be worth $1 to 10. That doesn't affect the amount of gala that you will receive. It's irrelevant. The price is irrelevant to the fixed amount that you get. It can go to 1 cent, it can go to 0, you will still receive 200 gala. But if the price drops as it did couple weeks, months ago, and it sits for example at 10 cents, then this wouldn't be like 43, it would be 21.50. And then you need to ask yourself, okay, I need to play this game for a week, spend so X amount of time on it to get 20 bucks. Is it worth? In my case, it's not worth. That's why I don't play it. I'm not so good that I can play that I can play it competitive. I don't have time to play it competitive. That's why I don't play it. I just go with play to earn. What you meant is that they change the rewards, and the town coin earned per NFT regularly don't. They can change it, yeah, at any time. They can change it at any time. Town coin, yeah, town coin is other thing. For example, let me just mute this. For example, when they first introduced play to earn mechanics, wheat stand, the normal wheat stand that you can see right here, for example, I bought it for 225 USD, and it was giving me 5. It would give me 5 town coin, just 5. And you might ask yourself, but why then? Why did you both then the wheat stand when it gives you, yeah, so low amount? Because this wheat stand makes your life easier in the world of Townstar, because it gives passive wheat to all surrounding buildings that needs it. That can be like feed mill, it can be windmill, and so on. I don't know if anything else requires, but I think those two, I'm sure for those two. And what Gala Games did, they changed completely the earnings of Towncoin. And if we go right now on the blue box, you can see that they that they changed it from 5 to 14. And this amounts will be always subjectable to change. They can make 1, 0, 100. We can't decide it. That is exclusively to Gala Games Studio, yeah, that they put the price, that they put the earnings. And they can always then, with this mechanism, they can always steer people, what you want to buy. If they drop, for example, these solar panels, yeah, of course they will say, okay, if you want to earn most town coins, you will buy them. And that was the same, for example, now with the meta change, where they introduced that the energy will give you more stars. So guess what? The people who bought, or the gamers that bought this stuff, or that buys this stuff, will be the one who ranks to the top, 100%. Because you can't compete. In my opinion, you can't compete with this. That's why people say it's pay to win. Yeah. You can say that. I mean, eventually I think it will be like that. You will need to have NFTs in order to win at the normal server. Or they will need to split it. They will need to split it up. Because it's hard for me even to imagine someone playing this game. Okay, if you want to kill time, you can do that, but just to sit and play, yes, exactly, Scott. And the other thing that I asked Lex was, do you believe that Townstar can be in the future like playable, and that people will play it, and that it will have a future? And I think also that it can have. There will be people who will play this game and who will love it, and okay, but when Spider Tanks launches at the end of the year, as they should do, we have just 1 month, 1.5 months, I think a lot of players that played Townstar will move to Spider Tanks. When Miranda's comes out, a lot of people who played Townstar will come to Miranda's, as well as to Ecos of Empire and Fortified. From what I read, for example, in Gala Games Discord, is that people are more bullish on Fortified than on Townstar. It's different it's different types of games, but still, in my opinion, I would also rather play Fortified than Townstar. I played only because of the town. Only because of that. Because this is just additional income and I'm learning more about blockchain. It provides me also content to create, like to bring it to people, to educate people about blockchain, because I think this is the future and it can change many, many lives. Assuming that the version 2 goes as planned, will competitive players running Townstar nodes receive unfair advantages to gameplay? Well, let's see that. While towns run by Townstar node operators may receive advantages to gameplay, they are designed to be fair advantages. Okay, Scott, if you are here, man, can you please say to me what is fair advantage for you? And players who do not operate nodes will still be able to compete compete in and enjoy every aspect of the game. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate that a lot. It is much more fun, yeah, than... How is that exactly? What is fair advantage? How can I mean, I love Gala Games and what they are doing, but some of the stuff, come on. Yeah, contradiction. Yeah, I will put it like this. So, okay, I'm good with it that NFTs gives you some certain advantages because, okay, I get that. But for example, if we take for example now the wheat stand that I have right here, it gives you the passive wheat to all of these feed mills, which means I don't need to have a wheat field. Let me just move it. I can move it also here. It will be enough. Because when you place next to the river will give you passive water, and it goes, first plot will give you 5, 4, 3. We need to be in the third spot, or I think even second, 2 spots. I think 3 is needed for wheat. So that eliminates the need for me to have, for example, wheat field. And that eliminates also the time that our farmer would need to get this wheat to the silo, and then that our rancher girl would go to the silo, bring it to the feed mill, and then from the feed mill she will bring it to the trough. In no way that is fair if you would, but I get it still, you know. They need to sell it. Okay, so that is one advantage. And you can say, okay, I can manage to compete against that. If I put my town correctly and I put my organization and balance and this and that, I can compete with this, but I think no one can. Yeah? No one can compete with this. Not a structure, not the best player can compete against this. Then the other thing, second thing, I have, if we go now to the, okay, it logged me out for some reason, some weird reason it logged me out. Let me just double check again. Yeah, it logged me out. But let's say like this. I have the 10 skin packs for Miranda skin packs. What 10 Miranda skin packs gives you, it's 25% boost to all of my townsfolk. What that means, all of these people moves 25% faster than someone who doesn't have 10 skin packs. So that is second advantage. Then let me say to you, okay, this is the third advantage. It's called Alpha Fountain. Okay, what Alpha Fountain gives you, it gives you passive water to all surrounding stuff that needs it. And what I can do with it, I can remove it and I can place it wherever I want, however I want, without any additional costs. They need to lock this, for example. They need to put a timer on. When you put it, you can't remove it. One hour, 1 day, one this. That is fair, in my opinion. But they don't do that. Also, we have Express Depot. This is something that you get. This is free NFT that you get for Townstar when you buy Gala Gold. I would suggest everyone to go to get Gala Gold. I think it's worth, because of the information that you get in the Discord. Also, you get free NFTs, and you get access to Gala Gold channel with leaks and stuff. So yeah, exactly. You see where I'm going, Scott. So it's okay to have little bit advantage. It's okay to have little bit advantage. But when you now calculate, or when you now summarize all of these advantages, small, at the end, it's a huge advantage that someone has if you play with NFTs and someone who plays without NFTs. And you can say it, however you said, it is not fair. It is not fair. In my opinion, it's not fair. But I get it. That is the way that it should go. Everyone has the opportunity to buy it, so I guess it's fair, yeah? But it's not. And now introducing additional layer of advantage. You know, the people who want to be competitive, they need to go for this. They need to go for this. In my opinion, they need. What is this fair advantage? I don't know. What did they say? They can run there or host another town to their server. I still don't know. Yeah, that is something that will roll out in the future. Will Townstar nodes require a constant internet connection? Yes, just like Founders node, the Townstar nodes will require a constant internet connection to keep towns running while users are not actively playing on their own machines. Okay. Will Townstar nodes require a different machine ID than Founders nodes? While each machine ID can only have one connected Townstar node license, similar to Founders node, a machine ID can be connected to both one Townstar node license and one Founders node's license. So this is good and nice information for people who have Founders node and want to add one more additional. You can run it on your VPS or on PC without any problem. You can parallel do both of them, which is nice. And now we come to that thing where Gala Games said, we are not sure that the people or the gamers or the players, or call it however you want, node operators, would meet the minimum requirement. So let us see what is the minimum requirement to run these nodes. Phase 1, 4 GB of RAM, 2 CPU cores, 60 GB disk space, and 10 megabit up-down connection. I mean, depending on where you live, but this is standard, I think, for all countries. I need to be careful now how I say it. In countries that are more stable and where you have options, where the people have money, I'll just put it like this, where the people have, money to afford themselves such PC. Like even in third countries, I come from originally from the third world countries, I had this, for example, requirements before I moved. So it's not bad. But let us see what the phase 2 says. 8 gigabytes of RAM, 4 CPU cores, 60 gigabytes disk space, and 10 megabits up-down connection. So I think more or less everyone who play games meet at least phase 1 requirements. And what people would do probably, in phase 1 you could get a certain amount of town, sell it, and upgrade your machine to run phase 2. But that's just my opinion. We will see how it will develop. Will other games in Gala Games ecosystem use similar game node system as that one of Townstar node? Yes, ideally versions of this server system will be reproduced for different games on an individual basis, allowing players to support their favorite games in the same way that our early adopters have supported the ecosystem throughout founders nodes. It is highly unlikely that any two models will ever be exactly the same. Yeah, this depends, what the game needs. Does it need more storage? Does it need more hash power? Does it need this or that? Yeah, they can always create it, but the essence is the same. And I like it. Should I spend all my saved Gala or Town on Townstar node license? We can make no recommendation and offer no advice on how to spend your saved Gala or Town or any other assets. If you are considering purchasing a Townstar node license, we'd like to encourage you to do so as much research to do as much research as you can and ask any question you may have before doing so. I agree with this. I agree with this completely. Even I can't recommend anyone what to do. I can say what I feel, what I will do. And that was also the one thing in my title. Will I buy it? I can buy it. Will I buy it? And the short answer is no, I will not buy it. I don't have any intention to buy it. First thing, price. Second thing, I'm not huge fan of the game. I'm not playing this game, so in my opinion there is no interest for me to have it. When Miraculous node launches, yeah, I want to get that. When Spider Tank node launches, I will try to get that. So for me, I will just skip this one. As well, we don't know how it will develop. So I will leave other people to test it out, and I will see how it will develop. If it goes everything smooth, I might jump in. If it doesn't, I will just pass. Simple as that. And that is something that everyone should also consider before purchasing. Because you put your money into something that you don't even know will function, or the games die. We are witnessing that the games dies. A lot of games died. So even Townstar can die. So for me the risk is also just huge to put 7.5 or 1250k. No, I'm out. Are Townstar nodes an investment? No. Yeah, typical. Nothing is investment, yeah. But we still want to get that ROI, yeah. Do Townstar nodes offer a guaranteed return, ROI, or give you any ownership of Gala Games or Townstar? Absolutely no. Townstar nodes are not investment, nor do they give you an ownership or voting rights in Gala Games or Townstar. They are another way to supporting the ecosystem and purchasing a product that interacts with Townstar. Yeah. So there you get it. +1 to not get it. Can any of the above be changed? Yes. All of the above is subject to change at Gala Games' discretion at any time, including after the purchase of Townstar Node. We at Gala Games would like to stress that the purchase of Townstar Node license is not to be viewed as an investment, nor should a purchaser ever consider the potential for return when buying a one. At any moment, Gala Games can change the entire reward structure if it's not working as intended, or for any reason. This can be good, this can be bad. Because the numbers that we used to have, 29, 117, 420, where are they? Okay, 470, yeah. This can change. This can change below, it can change up. This can be 1000, it can be 0. Gala Games decides. So, and regulators. And that is the third thing that I take here in consideration, and that is regulation. How are the nodes regulated? This and whole blockchain games, how will they be regulated? Because the lawmaker will come for a blockchain space, slowly but surely. And we know that it will take a huge hit, probably. Every single aspect of blockchain. Are refunds available for Townstar node licenses? No, refunds are not available. This is for a founder's node. You have the possibility to refund your money if you are not satisfied within, I think, 1 week. You can ask for a refund. 1 or 2 weeks. Look for a 24-hour founders node vote beginning very soon. We will announce in the Discord when the vote begins. So this would conclude our live stream. I gave you my 2 cents on this Townstar nodes. I mean, I get it, I like it, but it's not for me. If I would be someone who plays Townstar competitive, who loves this game, I would be on. Even though to risks, I would be on. As I said, when Miranda's nodes drop, when Spider Tank's nodes drop, I will try to get those. I know that it will be more competitive. A lot of more people will want to have it, but still, I will try my luck. And who knows? Maybe I get even Townstar node as a drop. We will see. If I get that, I would surely run it to support Gala Games as well as Townstar. So that would be it for this live stream. I will be back tomorrow where we will do some probably changes to our town. I'm just thinking, what can we do in this town? I want to get this. Well, probably I should make some more. Will he destroy it? No, he will not. Yeah, too much energy. Yeah, let's just make. Well, I don't like it if it's there. Yeah, Scott, thank you for watching, and see you, catch you. I'm just trying to figure out what to make right here. We'll try to restructure this town tomorrow. I will just make one warehouse just to not waste my materials. And I need to have at least, well, we sold already one, so we need 10 a day, which is 13, so 130 We need 130 batteries just to cover this week and probably the next one. So see you tomorrow. Thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen.